This is Waltemath of the Headliner and Star Watch Media reporting from the 2011 Dallas International Film Festival. The Texas Avery Animation Award, you're being honored here at the Dallas International Film Festival. How does this feel for you?
It feels pretty fantastic. I mean, this is an award that's bestowed upon us by our peers in the industry, and that's really the highest level of compliment for us, because these guys know their stuff and they're often hard to please, and so when you make something that really garners the admiration of your peers, it's a huge honor. Certainly not to be taken lightly. And Tex Avery being a huge inspiration of mine. But even the recipients, the past recipients, are heroes of mine, like Pete Docter and Brad Bird and Henry Selick and Chris Wedge. These guys are, very important players in our world. So to be standing in that company is huge and humbling at the same time.
How to Train Your Dragon. This is not the first time that you and Chris have collaborated, both as co-writers and co-directors. When did you both meet, and what is it about the two of you that collaborate so well and have made amazing pictures so far? Just the first two have been incredible.
First of all, thank you. I met Chris Sanders back on Mulan. It was the first film that I worked on for Walt Disney Studios. I joined as a storyboard artist, and he was the head of the storyboard department. And we just immediately clicked. I mean, there were many people in that department, but I think we had very similar sensibilities, and we've always had this simpatico. So he's immediately the guy I go to when I have an idea, and vice versa. He'll just like, I have this dream, and I think it could be a really cool movie, and he'll tell me, and I get it. And I think what's difficult in this industry is to find people who really get it, who see the potential of an idea and want to carry it further, and he does that. And so when we had a chance to make a movie together, that was Lilo and Stitch. It was kind of a breeze because we could wear multiple hats. We wrote together, we storyboarded together, we direct together. And I think we have a long line of films that we're going to make.
And speaking of long lines of films, let's talk about probably the one everyone wants to hear about, the sequel of How to Train Your Dragon, How to Train Your Dragon 2. What can you tell us about it at this point?
Well, I can tell you that we're all very excited. It's a small team so far. I'm writing and directing this one solo. Chris is busy with another project called The Croods at DreamWorks, and that's coming out a year before this one. And just ambitions are super high. I went in and just aimed really high. I said, we have the potential here to do something that really expands this world and carries a much larger story through to the finish. So when they said sequel, I said trilogy, and I really wanted to go big. I wanted to have it, I want a finite end, but I also wanted to be able to draw threads from the first film and set up a story that must culminate in a third film. So that the second one is about just blowing open the breadth. I mean, we leave the first movie with Vikings crawling onto the backs of dragons, and so now we can pick up, it's a little bit later and the world has expanded exponentially, and Hiccup, being the curious character he is, out mapping the world, is going to run into a few things that he wasn't anticipating, and it'll change his reality. So,
fantastic. Thank you so much, and congratulations on your award. Well deserved, really.